Yes, so hi everyone. So now let us we discuss about compensation theorem. Compensation theorem. Compensation theorem. Yes, what is this compensation theorem? How we apply the compensation theorem? Suppose I have one network. This is one network. In this network, let it be this is one branch. This is one branch. So then, if it is one branch, let it be the value of resistor is capital R. Value of resistor is capital R. So now, I want to observe what is the response of the R. So when the network is as it is, and the same network is connected, but the value of R is changed from R to R dash. Let the change in resistance is delta R. Change in resistance is delta R. If the resistance is changed from R to R dash, so then the current also change from I to I dash. Current also change from I to I dash. Then what is the change in current? In the sense, the change in current is, let it be delta I. This compensation theorem will gives how we calculate the value of change in resistor without calculating the entire circuit parameters again. So this is the beauty of the compensation theorem. Yes, so how it is in the sense, just I will give one simple example. I have one network. Yeah, this is one network. 10 volts, let it be 2 ohms, 2 ohms, and here it is 1 ohms. My intention is I want to change this 1 ohm resistor from 1 ohm resistor to 2 ohms resistor. Then I want to calculate what is the change in the current. So first I will do the direct test. Yes, direct test in the sense, so first I will put 1 ohms, then I find the current I1, then I will put 2 ohms, I find I2, then I used to find I1 difference I2, then that is the direct test. After that I apply the compensation theorem, I verify the result with this direct test. Okay, yes, first let us we do the direct test. Yes, first I keep the 2 ohms as it is, 1 ohm as it is, 10 volts, 2 ohms, 2 ohms. Let this current is I, this is I1, and here it is I2. If I apply the KCL at this node, let the node voltage is V1. If we apply the KCL at this node, incoming current is equal to outgoing currents. Incoming current is I. That is I is equal to I1 plus I2. I is equal to I1 plus I2. Then here the value of I is 10 volts V1 I. That is 2. So that means 10 minus V1 by 2. And what is I1? V1, let it be, this is ground. This is V1 by 1. And what is I2? Plus V1 by 2. That's all. So now we find the value of V1. 10 by 2 is equal to V1 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1. So hence V1 is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1. Again 1. 1 plus 1, this is 1, plus 1, this is 2. So hence V1 is equal to 5 by 2 volts. Okay. Now what is the value of I1? Here I1 is equal to V1 by 1. So this is 5 by 2 amperes. Okay. Now we replace this 1 ohm resistor with a 2 ohms resistor. Case 1, case 2. 10 volts, 2 ohms. This 1 ohm is changed from 1 ohm to 2 ohms and this is 2 ohms. Now again let it be, this is I, let it be I2 and here it is I1 like this. Let the node is 1, voltage at node 1 is V1. Now we apply the KCL at this node. Yes, if we apply the KCL at this node, incoming currents is equal to outgoing current. Yes, incoming currents here are I is equal to I2 plus I1, where I is 10 reference voltage minus final voltage by resistor 2 is equal to I2, voltage by V1, node voltage by resistor, plus I1, here also node voltage by resistor. Then 10 by 2 is equal to V1 into what is this? V1 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Okay, so then this will be V 10 by 3 into 10 by 3 is equal to V1 into 3 by 2. V1 into 3 by 2. So hence V1 is equal to 10 into 2 by 3 into 3. Sorry, 10 by 2. This is not 10 by 3. 10 by 2. 10 by 2 in the sense this 2 get cancelled. Sorry. Hence V1 is equal to 10 by 3 volts. If V1 is 10 by 3, then what is I2? I2 is equal to V1 by 2. This is 10 by 3 into 2. 2 ones are 2 fives. 5 by 3 amperes. 5 by 3 amperes. So now we have I1, I2. That is when 1 ohms is there, current is 5 by 2. When 2 ohms is there, current is 5 by 3. Then what is change in current? Delta I is equal to I1 difference I2. That is 5 by 2 minus 5 by 3. This is 5. If you take the common 5, then it is 3 minus 2, 1 by 6. It is 5 by 6. That means the change in current is when the resistance value is changed from 1 ohm to 2 ohms, the change in current must be 5 by 6. This is the direct test. So now let us apply the compensation theorem. Compensation theorem. Compensation theorem. So first let us take the network as it is. Let's take the network as it is. This is 10 volts, 2 ohms, 1 ohms, and this is 2 ohms. Let it be the current is I. So already we know I is equal to this 5 by 2 amps. I am taking the same value, 5 by 2 amperes. Now we replace all the voltage sources with their short circuit, that is with their internal resistors, and we connect one voltage source in series with the in series with the resistor wherever we are changing the resistance value. That means here, so we named it as the compensation voltage. We named it as compensation voltage. That means in the network the 10 volts source will be vanished, it will be 0, and the next one is, so wherever, so here in the series with 1 ohm we have one voltage source which is compensation voltage. What is this compensation voltage? In the sense VC is equal to, compensation voltage VC is equal to I, so that is 5 by 2 I into the change in resistance. Change in resistance in the sense delta R. Yes, what is change in resistance? I is 5 by 2. Change in resistance is 2 minus 1. This is 5 by 2 volts only. Okay, but what is VC and RC? RC is equal to R plus delta R. R is 1 ohm, delta R is 1 ohm. 2 minus 1 is 1. That is 1 plus 1. It is 2 ohm. So then we have the network like this. This is VC and here it is RC, and the remaining branches are same, 2 ohms, 2 ohms. RC value is 2, VC is 5 by 2 volts. And the current delivered by the VC to the RC is delta I. Delta I. So let it be these two currents are I1 and I2. That is, this is node 1, node voltage is V1. Okay, now we apply the KCL at this node. So incoming currents is equal to outgoing currents. Incoming current is delta I. Outgoing currents are I1 and I2. So that is delta I is equal to I1 plus I2. Yes, what is delta I? Delta I is this voltage minus this voltage divided by this resistor. That is VC minus V1 by RC. This is equal to I1 is V1 by 2 plus I2 is V1 by 2. V1 by 2 plus V1 by 2. So let's we simplify. So after substituting VC and RC, VC value is 5 by 2 and V1 is, we need to know, RC value is 2. This is equal to V1 by 2 plus V1 by 2. So that is 5 by 2. That is 5 by 2 into 2. 5 by 4 minus V1 by 2 is equal to V1, or 5 by 4 is equal to 3 V1 by 2. 3 V1 by 2, this 2 ones are 2 twos are, and V1 is equal to V1 is equal to 5 by 6. V1 is equal to 5 by 6. Now how much current here? That is delta I is equal to V1 VC minus V1 by RC. That is VC is 5 by 2, 5 by 6 divided by 2. And this will be, if I take the 5 as common, this value is 6 minus 2, 4 by 12 into 2. 2 ones are 2 twos are 2 6 are 2 ones are. So hence it is 5 by 6. Okay, now you see, so by doing this procedure you got 5 by 6, and here also you got 5 by 6. So now you say the compensation theorem is verified. So this is how you need to do the problem with the compensation theorem. So mainly what is compensation theorem in the sense, whenever any branch resistance is changed from R to R dash, then the current is changed from I to I dash. That is, the change in current is determined by the compensation theorem. How it is in the sense, by introducing the compensation voltage in series with that branch that is VC is equal to I into delta R, and the branch resistance may be changed to RC, where RC is equal to R plus delta R. Yes. Thank you for watching this. I hope you understand this concept. If you do not understand, so just you contact me through my mail ID. That is bakhtSingh@gmail.com. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you once again.